realizing that so many of my thoughts were basically OCD thoughts. The magical thinking that I've done, I mean, like, for some reason, thinking that if I do X, then Y will happen. Thinking that if I saw a repeating number, my life is a lie. Thinking that coincidences had some sort of very deep meaning and that it's a sign. And I still can't tell if it's true or not. Like, I still have these doubts. And the problem is, now that I've learned what OCD is and stuff, it's like I'm doubting just every aspect of it. I'm doubting, like, whether or not the treatment's real, whether or not I can trust the doctors, whether or not I can trust myself, whether or not this is like a real thing, or like maybe I'm right and everyone else is wrong. Maybe my thinking is right and everyone else is trying to fix me or change me or make me complicit, or if I live in this matrixy world, then maybe people just want to silence me. And then I Google and I try to find reassurance, and that's the problem, because I'll go on Reddit and I'll see some posts of people saying like the same kind of thing. And then it just leads to like me thinking, well, all these people could be fake and they could just be formulating these answers and programmed to say them to make me feel better. So why should I even listen to that? And then I don't get any sort of reassurance in the end, because if I don't think people are even real, then there's no way to even give myself the reassurance. So it's a bad cycle. Then again, the OCD cycle apparently is just, you know, getting anxious over something, compulsively trying to calm the anxiety by seeking reassurance or doing other compulsions, and then it doesn't really help in the end. It's temporary relief, and then you go back to the cycle. So maybe it's like a weirdly good thing that I can't get reassurance from it. I don't fucking know, but it makes me feel so lonely. Like, how else am I gonna feel if I accept the idea that solipsism might be true? Like, obviously that's gonna make me feel lonely. And then I start to question all sorts of realities, like, if somebody leaves my presence, are they gone? Because I can't prove if they are there or not. The simulation could be rendered like fucking as far as I can see and hear. And then I'm like, I can find my iPhone and I can see where people are. Oh, but that could be fake too. So like, it doesn't stop. And then I start to think I'm like literally delusional, but I question the thoughts. I doubt the thoughts. I doubt the reality. I have both sides of it. I feel like I agree with myself and I disagree with myself. So it's like, okay, well, this could be true and there's no way to disprove it. So that's what scares me. And then I try to think, well, logically speaking, people are there no matter what. And like physically, people are not just going to be gone because they're out of my sight, but I can't prove or disprove it philosophically. So it could be true. It could be true that people are gone once they leave my sight. It could be true that everybody knows something that I don't if I live in a simulation, like that everything's programmed and that they're programmed to respond a certain way to me, and there's no way to disprove that, and that scares me. So all of that just scares the shit out of me. And then when I just go out into the real world or I have a conversation with my parents, I'm taken away from these things and I'm just able to talk to them. But then in the back of my mind recently, the thought's been like, well, you knew that already. Well, you already know what I'm going to say before I even say it. Well, you're just telling me you went to the movies. You might have not actually seen a movie. Like, and like it feels like an intrusive thought, but it also, feels like I'm scared that it's real. And it's just a very isolating feeling. It's a very weird feeling, because obviously anybody who has these thoughts going through their mind is going to just feel like, shit, I'm disconnected from everybody. I don't feel connected. And then I try to think to myself, well, logically, let's think about it. Like, why am I so special? Why was I put here? Like, we're human beings, we're just mammals. My brain, my meat with electricity in it's just malfunctioning because it thinks that it'll keep me safe, and we're all animals that are just here to procreate, and like there's no other deeper meaning behind it. And then part of me is like, well, all the coincidences that have happened to me are too much. They're too weird. They're meant to happen. There's something's out to get me. There's shit going on. Something's going on. And that scares the shit out of me. And then yesterday I had done some Googling about the fact, I have BPD, and apparently you can have like stress-induced paranoia, which makes me think, well, I guess that's why I was freaking out about airplanes and shit, and why for some reason I associate airplanes with, oh, everybody's out to get me and they're trying to kill me, because it's so stressful to me that I think I'm gonna die, and then it makes me paranoid that people want to like murder me. Does it make any sense? I could try to unravel all of it and say, well, you know, people could kill me at any time. Why would they choose then? And the first thing that I think is because it's my least preferred method of death. It's the scariest possible way for me to die. And none of it actually makes sense. These are just my thoughts, like, and I just have them. And I don't know how to I'm not going to diagnose myself as anything. I mean, it's the thinking is delusional, like, probably, but I still think it, and like I still fear it. And whether or not this is like severe OCD, I mean, it probably is. It's just scary and upsetting. So I guess I just think to myself, what the fuck? How do I trust anything? How do I trust my own mind if I can't? How do I trust other people if I'm scared they might be fake? And how do I, and then I just think to myself, well, nobody's given me a reason not to trust them yet. Nobody's done anything to me to make me not trust them yet. Other than like being betrayed or something. But like my own parents, what have they done? They haven't done anything. They love me. So yeah, I'm just showing you insight into my fucking mind because this is the shit that's going on because of this. But it's like, I mean, the medication is helping, but in the morning, I immediately have a lot of anxiety when I wake up. So then I take the medication and I calm down, like, after an hour, 2 hours, and then it peaks at a certain point, and then I feel, like, pretty zen. I still have the thoughts, but I'm being calmed down, so it feels a lot better. Because I was just riddled with anxiety before. And then I think to myself, well, day to day, like, what's changed? What's going to change? Nothing's changed except for my own thoughts. Like, I'm still living my life and I'm still doing all the things that I want to be doing, and like start trying to, like, now I'm going to start to try to get back into going to the gym and doing healthy things and shit, and hope that makes a difference. But I don't know, because the OCD treatment was way too much for me, and it made me feel like I was just going to get more and more paranoid, accepting these thoughts that are delusional thoughts, or paranoid, scary thoughts that I can't accept right now, or like, it's just too much, because if I accept those things, it's like I'm accepting that they might be true, and that's horrific. The medication is what's helping me, like, way more than any sort of treatment, because it literally just manually calms me down, like, so, yeah, I guess I'm not looking for a fucking, like, prognosis, a diagnosis or whatever. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm just kind of putting it all out there because this is just the reality of what I'm going through, and I am the center of the universe, as everybody knows, so, yeah. Thanks for watching.